If you spend too much time on Instagram, you've probably seen photos that look like this, with the hashtag Tulum blessed or some nonsense like that. But if you zoom out, you'll see that paradise is not what it seems. Outside of the resorts in downtown Tulum, you'll see people walking on dirt roads, biking through mud, and sadly living in shacks. It is far from the capital of peace, love, and unity that selective Instagram photos make it out to be. This is the ultimate catfish destination. I searched for things to do on Google, and the #1 result was an Instagram tour of places like this that make it look completely different. And I've never seen so many self-absorbed people with selfie sticks in one place before. Nearly every restaurant had a 6-foot wall with some random Instagrammable background that clearly does not represent the surroundings properly. And if you think they're having a good time at night at least, well, you'd be a little bit surprised. This is the big nightclub in town, which you can see is basically empty. I came back later and they put their shades down so you couldn't see how empty it actually is from the street. I did seem to find more activity though in these less expensive hostels, which seem to line the entire street and makes me question the purchasing power of all these tourists here, which would explain why I kept seeing signs like these offering 5 beers for only $8 US, which is apparently still too expensive for these people at hostels. They're playing beer pong with water. What the hell is wrong with them? It may also be due to this ridiculous wellness and veganism culture I noticed there. Nearly half the restaurants were vegan, and I never saw so many man buns in one place before. And while they may be too good for alcohol, they have no shame in advertising their DMT use, and nearly every bar had hookahs in them, which by some estimates can be over 100 times more deadly than a single cigarette. So it sounds like these Tulum hippies really have their wellness priorities in order. And this nonsense even bleeds into their tourism and residency advertising. I mean, they're using manifesting vibrational frequencies to sell some dilapidated housing over here. Alright, so it's actually not that bad. And I have nothing against people who believe in this stuff. I was actually vegan for 3 years until the lack of animal proteins destroyed my ability to run, which I'll need for all the people I'm offending right now. But I was really surprised with the contrast between the tourists and the locals here. I think this Starbucks says it all. You have a bunch of self-absorbed people coming in looking as good as possible, but the surroundings are dirty and broken, and the people who come here do nothing to help fix it. The dirt roads I showed in my antagonizing intro are actually just under construction, and these people here are working really hard all hours of the day, all week. So Tulum is really progressing. I just feel bad that the locals have to pander to this veganism hippie culture in order to capture their tourist dollars, which I have a feeling is not very much. And I feel like the locals do take pride in their art displays. They had a ridiculous Christmas display here, as well as armed security guards with assault rifles and undercover police dogs, which really puts me in the holiday spirit. Although there were so many stray dogs here, he may have just been a regular dog attracted to the scent of assault rifles. And I felt bad for this one here. It looks like he got locked into the ice cream store accidentally. And I also liked how I saw more digital nomads here on their laptops throughout the day compared to Playa del Carmen. There were also some digital nomads at the Selina Coworking place. They have a really nice rooftop pool which wraps around, and my friend Oliver was DJing there during the day on Friday. He usually plays the drums at the same time while DJing, which is awesome. Go check out his music in the link in the description below. So Tulum is okay overall. I just wouldn't take all those Instagram photos at face value. It's still a very developing area, and it attracts a very specific type of people like I showed, a lot of vegans and people into spiritual energy and yoga and stuff. So I would still check out Tulum, but maybe come here first for a day trip from Playa del Carmen before you commit to spending a week here like I did. Anyway, thanks for watching until the end.